going on, guys? You're back. I'm gonna do another playtest stream today, with the main goal of updating the tutorial system. It's a little janky as it sits right now, so that's how we're gonna be spending most of the day today. Hope everybody's doing pretty good, and welcome back to the stream. All right, so I've got an entire folder dedicated to tutorials. So what we're gonna do is within this folder, we're gonna create actor that's going to handle all of this itself. So call it the tutorial manager. Cool. So first things first, this starts, we're going to want it to check to see if the tutorial was selected by the player, if the player wants to actually use the tutorial. So we'll go with that first. We'll find that variable. It's in the main core mode. Let's see. Tutorial. Check. Get actor class, and that'll be our RTS game mode. Then we're going to need to pull the variable tutorial, check to see if it's true by using a branch. Go. If it's true, the first thing we're going to want to do is go ahead and spawn the first tutorial. So, let's see. Here. Pull in like this, I think. I check to see. I think hour 1 when it fires off. Tutorial triggered, right? Yep. This. Probably put like a delay in here though, because you probably don't want anything too crazy going on. Like we don't want it to pop up before the player even loads into the game, right? So let's do delay for 3 seconds. See how that works. We're also going to want to make sure that this is added to the viewport. All right, cool. Now, if the tutorial is false, then we'll destroy the actor because we won't need it. Okay. Let's at least make sure that this is working, which it should. Gotta spawn it in. Actually want to. This doesn't have. Break that link. Just go straight there. So I just want to start it after. Yeah. Let's take these, scoot them back just a smidge. We'll spawn an actor class. This will be our tutorial manager. On transform, just form a relative, make form, and zeros fine. Location doesn't really matter with this. And then with that spawned, we should be good. So now let's give it a test to make sure our first one pops up on, which it should. Didn't have any issues here. There we go. Alright, and we'll do a new game, and yes, we want the tutorial. And now we wait for this to load. I hope everybody had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Ate way too much myself. Had some turkey and some ham. I'd recommend you. I don't know, man. Something about turkey is just a little overrated in my opinion, but it was solid. I made chicken and dumplings. We ate a bunch of that as well. Mac and cheese, jalapeno corn. I don't know if you guys have ever had that, but that stuff is delicious. My wife does a pretty good job whipping that one up. Although my mom had my wife make squash casserole. None of us eat squash casserole, so I felt like it was kind of weird that we got asked to make it, but that's fine. I think it turned out okay too, based on the people that actually eat squash casserole, but it was fine. Yeah, and then see, Friday went to like the lighting of the Christmas tree in our hometown, and that was fun. Saw Santa, but didn't go with the kids or anything, but saw him kind of roll in. What else did we do? Decorated the Christmas tree. Got that undertaken and over with. And then, Black Friday online shopping. We don't go in person. That's crazy. Okay, there we go. It popped up. So, perfect. So now that that's triggered, it's gonna, keep triggering the tutorial because it's janky. So hopefully I'm able to fix that here today. That's the point. All right, so we got this working now. Now we need a way to basically check for each of the conditions that are going to be happening as to whether or not it should spawn the next tutorial window or whatever, or if it should wait for something to happen. So in the case of the first tutorial, the only thing that you really need to worry about is hitting the continue button. And so we will, I guess, check to see if that gets hit. And if it does get hit, this manager will need to know so that it can destroy this widget and spawn the second one. So within this tutorial, number 1, on the continue button itself, when continue is clicked, it's setting the game to pause or unpaused, and it's going to create the second widget tutorial and then remove itself from the viewport. So what we need to do is just, instead of all this stuff, we'll need to pass information to the tutorial manager to let it know that it needs to move on. So what are we going to do here? let's create an event, custom event, and we'll call this 1, 2, chew. All right. And so when this gets called, we're going to get all widgets of class. Going to make the class tutorial1 for each. Remove from parent. And once that gets done, we will create widget. Like tidying up as I do things. I know it takes a little extra time, but I know you probably can't tell on some of these because I get rushed, but I do like to do that if possible. Tutorial 2 is what we're going to be creating, and we're going to add to so let's unpause the game too. This. I don't know if the game ever actually gets paused. Probably check that. If not, then that's useless. Alright, so now in here, instead of all this stuff here, which we've moved to the tutorial manager, what we're going to do is get the tutorial manager. Tutorial manager. And what we're going to do is call 1 to 2. And this will be destroyed when that happens. So that should work. Cool. So that one's done. I'll unsave that and go to the next tutorial. Alright, and looks like the same thing's happening here. So we'll just create a new one here, a new custom event. Call it 2, 2, 3. This seems pretty like a weird way to do things, but I just want to be able to like have all this stuff in one spot. It'll also make like turning on and off the tutorial a little bit easier to do because of the janky setup that I have going on right now. It's not optimal. So anyways, we're gonna kind of copy this, although I don't think the get all widgets is gonna work. Once I change the class, it's gonna make me do the for each loop again, which is lame. Come on, Unreal, do better, brother. So we'll go tutorial 2. And yep, just like I thought, for each. And remove that from the parent. Go complete. And we'll need to spawn the third. Go ahead. Yep, cool. Alrighty. So with that done, I'm pretty sure this is just another continue. It is. So on click. the continue button instead of all this stuff. Should have copied that from tutorial 1 actually. Guess not. Not even worth copying. Okay. All right, and then instead of 1 to 2, we're gonna do 2 to 3. Again, this should get all of the tutorial 2s that exist, remove them, and then you end up with a tutorial 3 on the screen. We're pretty much just going to be repeating this process over and over and over again to get everything migrated over to Tutorial Manager that we managed. The next one is 3 to continue, which should make things pretty simple. Do another custom event. Three, 4. This to be 3. I'm gonna go ahead and then 4. And for each. Parent completed. Then I'll save that. Cool. Moving along. Next we'll do 4. Another continue, which makes things pretty easy. Then 4 to 5. This will be 4 for each. Wait, you know what? I didn't go those to trigger these custom events, so we'll go back in there too. Pretty sure tutorial 2 was already done, but I didn't do so. Here and not all. 1. Tutorial manager. Oh. Tutorial manager. And we'll go from 3 to 4. And then this one also needs to connect here. 3 is good. And on this one, same thing, but 4 to 5. So tutorial manager. Oh wait, get actor class. Tutorial manager. And 4 to 5. Okay. Let me go back here and make sure 5 is spawning. Oh wait, that's 3 to 4. 4 to 5. Oh, okay. 5. Four. All right, let's give it a test. Should be pretty simple, but I need to create a save with all this, but I guess test out to make sure a save would transfer the tutorial. I'm not sure. Oh wait, I hit no. I'm not the brightest guy over here. Try that again. Yes, we do want to do the tutorial, considering that is the purpose of our test. And this should be working. I like to check every few steps just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Because then you end up putting in all this time to get things right, and then you test it out and realize that you messed up somewhere along the way, and all the copying and pasting you've done is for naught, which feels pretty bad. I'm thinking about it. I actually don't think that the tutorial is going to save. I don't think I put in that functionality. I'll probably need to limit testing between everything as much as I can. Alright, so that's 1. That's 2. And I'm confirming it is not pausing the game, so the pauses are not necessary. Okay. Alright, and then that should be that, yeah. Cool. So that's working. I think once we get to 5, we've got to start taking other conditions apart from just like a continue button into play. Yeah, so this one here is going to be waiting for the player to move. We'll have to think about how we want that to work. Alright, so I guess kind of a same thing, right? We'll just go 4 to 5 here, and then do create another custom event, and we'll go 5 to 6. It'll be pretty similar. We don't need these. We can delete all of these. Just connect them. A little closer for my own sanity. Alright, and then we'll copy this one and do the same thing, but make this tutorial 5. Make this tutorial 6. Again, redo this for each loop. That. And then here, happen. Got a delay in here. Kind of weird. Oh, and then we do this to make that it doesn't fire again. So I guess just instead of this here, that get actor of S, tutorial manager, run 5, 6, keys, technically this would be the same thing, so we'll go ahead and do this. Right. So that should get us through 5 to 6. And move on. Be 6 to 7. Go 6. Tutorial 7. New for loop. Delete that one. Should be good to save. We'll need to go to the tutorial 6. Now this will be the rotation one, so it's a pretty similar one though. Here, just gonna get actor of, not all, get actor of class, and this will be our tutorial manager. And we'll run 6 to 7. Copy that. And do it for each of the possible ways to rotate, which includes roller. Although I'm not super worried about that one at the moment. Still, we're here, might as well knock it out. All right. 6 to 7 should be good now. Another one. This will be 7 to 8. Oh, I'm on there. Slow, feels slow. There we go. All right, and this will be tutorial 7. This will be tutorial 8. And we're gonna have to do a new for each loop because Unreal Engine hates me. It's there. Delete that. Then go to tutorial 7. And this one is open the build menu. So there's only 2 here that we've got to worry about, these 2. It's the same thing. We're going to get our tutorial manager. We're going to run 7, 8. That. Sit right there. Alright, so that one's done. Go to another custom event. 8, 9. Same process. Tutorial 8. For each. Right, there we go. Tutorial 9. Alright. Go to tutorial 8. Alright, so this is where it's going to get kind of weird, because this actually calls on the build menu to tell us when to move on to the next tutorial. Alright then, so let's do the build UI. Sure that there's one in here for the party headquarters. There it is. Oh yeah, actually, it's not from the build, it's from party headquarters directly, so let's go to that blueprint. You know what? Bro, I'm so lost. Good. Once it gets built, road, base, party headquarters. Here we are. If it's true, build a town hall. Back here, what build town hall probably has in it. There it is. the tutorial is true, what we're gonna do is run 8 to 9. We're gonna get our actor, and the actor will be our tutorial manager, and we're gonna run 8 to 9. That doesn't do anything there. This should delete everything. On 9. Right? Yeah. Alright, so that should do it. Cool. So next we'll do 9 to 10. You guessed it. Very tedious. Probably a better way to do this. I don't claim to be the best at what I do. And obviously, if you're out there and you know of a better way, please tell me so that can save time. All right, and this one will be tutorial 9, and it will go to tutorial 10. But I've got to change this out. I don't miss. There we go. All right, and then what is tutorial 9? Let's see. Continue button, the easy ones. All right, so that just means here, just need to get our, literally get actor of class. There we go. This will be our tutorial manager, and we'll run 9 to 10. Boom. Here. There we go. Tutorial 9 to 10 is done. Another one. It will be 10 to 11. I have to start doing numbers. Writing 20 something over and over again is going to get kind of annoying. All right, we'll copy this. Same old stuff. Tutorial 10, going to tutorial 11, and do one of these. Get to save. And tutorial 10 is another continue button, like that. Hit actor of class. Tutorial manager. We're gonna run 10 to 11. Boom. All right, now we'll do next one. That 11, 11 to 12. Go. be tutorial 11. It's tutorial 12. And this should be so much easier. I'm sure there's a reason why they like don't allow you to do that, like that each whatever the type of array or whatever that the for each loop is going through gets tied like as you create this like module or whatever. But it's kind of annoying. I wish they would change that. Make copy pasting a lot easier. Okay. Now let's go to tutorial 11. It is not. So this one's a build ministry of food. So this is probably going to be back on the grid. Here. But instead of build town hall, it'll be build ministry of food. All right. Here it is. So if tutorial is true, we're going to complete that. Do get actor class, and this will be our tutorial manager. Here it is. We'll do 11 to 12. Sure. Yep, 11 to 12. And that's good. Actually going to leave this open because we're probably going to end up in here a little bit more frequently as we get deeper into the tutorial. All right. So on to the next one. This one will be 12 to 13. So custom event 12. All right. There. Tutorial 12. 13. Gotta redo this for each. And pull up tutorial 12. Continue button. Like to see that. Here. Class. All right, so that's done. Next will be the 13 to 14. So custom event 13, 14. Tutorial 13. This will be tutorial 14. And then redo the for each loop. Man, if there is anything that I've learned from my experience of creating this game, so you should really try to do things the right way the first time. Because going back and redoing things that weren't done to the best of your ability on the front end, you end up having to go back later and make adjustments, and then you end up spending basically twice as long, if not longer, on the same thing. Especially like for the final like product that the people play ends up being basically the same experience. So all this is just back end stuff basically. All right, so 13 to 14. I'm gonna exit out of this one and go to tutorial 13. So this one needs to happen when the Ministry of Food Building is selected. So, see how I did this. It was either on click on the Ministry of Food. So let's check there first. On click, that checks for a tutorial at any point in time. Here it is. So it checks to see if tutorial 13 exists. And if it does, then it does all this stuff. So instead, what we're going to do is actually not a bad way to check there, because we don't want to just check for the variable of tutorial on like the one that kind of kicks us off, because it's possible that the player would click on the Ministry of Food with the tutorial being on, but it not being this part of the tutorial. So we probably want to check specifically to make sure that tutorial widget 13 is there. And if it is, instead of removing it from parent, because we're doing that here, we don't want to do it loop. We actually don't even care about for each, right? We just want to check to see if it exists. So instead of running anything like this is true. We're actually just going to get our actor of class being our tutorial manager. Then we'll run 13 to 14. That should be it. The 13 to 14 should be working now. Let's see, what is 13? It's clicking on the Ministry of Food. So I think now would probably be a good time to test this thing out again and see how we're doing so far. Make sure there's not any major mistakes or anything that I overlooked. Oh. Well. What caused that? Alright. Gonna new game. And yes, we want to do this tutorial. Hopefully you guys are liking the music in the game as well. It's it's the best I could do. And then trying to get my brothers to help me out, but they're both pretty busy. I actually talked to them on Thanksgiving about it as we were frying the turkey, and they just laughed it off. Bros, let's get it together. Alright. Can't do this whole thing by myself. I can actually. I'm just being a baby about it. But they're really good musicians. They can certainly add a touch of brilliance in the audio department for the game, but it's not the end of the world. Just have to deal with my relatively basic acoustic guitar playing skills. I've tried to add like melodies where I can, but melodies are not my strong suit. Alright, so as long as we get to the tutorial for where you like click on the Ministry of Food, we should be good. So play this out. Okay. Oh, that's why the delay is there, because it puts it behind this. Might need to add that back. So let's see. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna build the Ministry of Food. So this should be where we left off. Cool. Just go ahead and go through these, I guess. Alright, so that looks to be working just fine. Right. So then that means tutorial 14 is probably assigning the second worker. Tutorial 14. Oh, that's assigning the first worker. And then 15 is assigning second worker. And then both of those are going to be in the Ministry of Food UI. So I'll need to go get those. It'll be in here. There. Alright. Now, this should be on the assigning worker buttons. Add worker button 1. Oh, you know what? It's going to be on the selection though. So on the assigning citizen selection, food admin. So when this is clicked, it checks to see if probably tutorial 14 is up. Yep. Okay. Go ahead and custom event here. I hope I'm spelling this stuff right. It's gonna be pretty embarrassing. Like, how often do you write out the word 15? That's right. And I feel like I gotta check. Okay. I wasn't so worried about that, but okay. We're back. So this should be tutorial 14. And we gotta create a new for each loop. Okay, go. Ease. There we go. Delete that, and then this will be tutorial 15. Tutorial 15, tutorial 14. 14 to 15. So back here, if this is selected, it checks to see if 14 is up. We don't need this one. What we're gonna do is run or get actor class. This will be our tutorial manager. And then we'll do 14 to 15. All right, and then back here, do another custom event. It'll be 15 to 16. Go. Oh, hello Windows. Nice of you to join us. Oh, go down, up, right there. All right, and then this will be tutorial 15. We'll do a for each. Bruh. There we go. And with this being 15, we'll want this one to be tutorial 16. Boom. And so if this is false, we're going to check if tutorial 15 exists. If it does, we're going to do a pretty similar thing here, except instead of 14 to 15, we're going to do 15 to 16. All right, so that should be all I need out of that one. Probably that one. These guys are good. And on to the next. So we'll do 16 custom event. 16 to 17. Be 17 for each. Go. All right. And let's look for tutorial 16. And it's a easy continue button. Gotta love those. All right. Get actor of class. Tutorial manager. And it will be 16 to 17. All right. Custom event. 17. Nice, easy continue button here. We're gonna do the same thing, get our tutorial manager. We'll run 17 to 18. Feel like I should have to narrate it at this point. I think you've gotten the picture on what we're doing here. It's pretty much just going to be copying and pasting all this stuff, but making, of course, this small little change to make it to where I can't just copy paste and change the widget class. I have to redo the entire for each loop each time. The tutorial 19. Go. Let's see what that one's. All right, so this one we've got to build the well, so that's probably in ground tile in this function. And wouldn't you know it, it is. I mess these others up. Let's see. Go to build a town hall. I guess town hall doesn't really matter because you can only build one of them. But the Ministry of Food would probably be a problem, right? You don't want this to pop up each and every time. We'll need to check to see if 11 is up. Instead of this, get this one and go get all actors of class. Class will be 11. Real, oh, not actor, widget. Get all widgets of class. There we go. This will be tutorial 11. And if we're going to grab the link, need to check to see if it's greater than 0. That means it exists. Isn't, then it doesn't exist. Alright, that should do it. Cool. And now we'll need to do the same thing with the well, except, oh wait, it does that already, cool. So this checks to see tutorial 18, which is the one, yeah, we need to go from 18 to 19. So if it exists, instead of doing all this though, do is get our tutorial manager, go 18 to 19. Boom, that should be working now. Whoops. All right, and here we'll do custom event. 19. Let's open up next up. Continue button. Loving that one. Alright. Get actor. This will be our tutorial manager. Um, 19, yeah, 19 to. All right. Getting closer. Right, custom event. 20. Just gonna do 21. I'm calling it at 20. Not writing out 21 and 22 and 23 as text. That sounds like a nightmare. All right. And then this will be tutorial 20. If I could type properly. Go. And we'll need tutorial 21. That should be good to save now. And let's check out 20. We got to build a farm, so that's also going to be here in the ground tile and on the build farm function. it'll be here. So make sure that, yeah, from 20, and then if this is true, going to get actor, not all, get actor of class. This will be our tutorial. Manager. Cool. And then we'll run 20, 21. There we go. Another custom event. 20, 2. Oh wait. Guess math is hard. All right. There we go. Two. 1, 2. Do a for each loop. Boom. And then we'll need to look at 21. Assign 2 workers to the farm to continue. Okay, so this will be in the citizen selection for a farmer. There we go. And somewhere in here, boom, building widgets. If worker 2 is valid, we check the link to see if 21 exists, and if it does, do this. But instead of this, we're going to do get actor of class, and this will be our tutorial manager. Be 21 to okay. Then the next one, 22, 3. That's not the right numbers. All these, this will be 20, 22, 23. Oh, got to do the for loop. Bruh. All right, and then let's check out tutorial 22. I believe we've got another button coming up. Select production section, and this should be within farm UI. So here, Arm. Then on the production button, there we go. If 22 exists instead of all this, there we go. We're gonna do get actor class, tutorial manager, go, 22 to 23. I hope we don't have to do a whole lot of work in there. Okay, so that's done. Next is 23 to 24. This will be 23. This one will be 4. Then we'll need to see what's going on with tutorial number 23. Select beans, so I'm gonna have to go back in there. So UI, farm UI, just search beans. So on beans clicked. If 23 is up, get actor class, tutorial manager, or well, I keep closing that. I'll probably end up back in there the next one. All right, so 23 to 24 is done. Now we'll do custom event 4 to 5. Getting pretty close, I think. I want to say there's like a little over 30. Like, I don't know. Something like that. Definitely getting closer though. The tutorial, this will be 24. And we'll need to do a new for each loop. I appreciate it, John. Yeah, we'll keep it up. Appreciate you checking in and chatting it up with me. Hopefully you're doing good. Hopefully you had a nice Thanksgiving. Talked about it earlier, but we definitely did. Ate way too much food, as is normal, I guess, for Thanksgiving. So, but yeah, man, appreciate you checking in. Sorry you can't watch live. This will be available later, like on VOD form as well, so feel free to check it out there as well. But we're just updating this tutorial system so that I've got a central point of focus for the tutorial, so I can just come here for it each and every time. Obviously the mechanics are still going to be spread out, but I don't really think there's a good way of preventing that. That'll go into 25. And let's check out tutorial 24. Nice easy continue button. Actor of class. This will be our tutorial manager. Be doing 4 just like that. That'll be going there as well if it's true. All right. Oh wait, custom event. This will be 25 to 6, not 28. Go. All right, this needs to be 25. And this needs, whoops. This needs to create a new for each loop. And this will be 26. And what's going on with 5? 25 is build a warehouse, so that'll be in ground tile. Build warehouse. Then sure it's, yep, 25. So it's true. Gonna get actor of class. Tutorial, whoops. Tutorial. There we go. That'll be 25 to custom event. 6 to 7. Tutorial 26. Tutorial 27. A new for each loop. All right. Then we need to look at tutorial 26. Buy a truck. This will be in the warehouse UI. So when the buy truck button gets pressed, I'll just look for gold. There it is. So 26. Yep. So if this exists, get actor of class, tutorial manager, and 26 to 27. The next one will be 27 to 28. Tutorial 27. And create a new for each loop. Then this will be tutorial 28. Go to tutorial 7. Go to the truck production. Okay, so that's going to be within the truck UI. That'll be under vehicles. Vehicles, there it is. UI. Truck UI. And so when this gets pressed, so production. We've got something going on here. We'll delete that testing stuff. And then when that's completed, oh, way over here. Here we go. So if 27 exists, we'll get our tutorial manager. And we'll run 27 to 28. Got a feeling we're going to be using the truck AI, or UI, I should say, again. I'll leave that open for now, and then we'll do another custom event. This will be 28, 29. Tutorial 28 for each of these. This will be tutorial 29. Now let's look at 28. A continue button. Get actor of class. This will be our tutorial manager. Do 28 to 29. Easy peasy. Oh, there we go. Do another custom. Oh, not a comment. That. Custom event. 29 to 30. Will be tutorial 29. Do a new for each. Then this will be tutorial 30. All right. Then what is full text? Okay. Still not. We're getting close, but just not there yet. So on this, same thing. Hit actor of class. Yeah, our tutorial manager. Do 29 to 30. Then we'll do another custom event, and this will be 30 to 31. One. Get the new for each. Okay. All right, and then let's look at tutorial 30. Looks like another menu button, which is nice. For an easy fix. Class. $30. $31. 32. $31. 2. For each. Go. So we'll need to check out 31 now. Looks like another button. Nice. get actor class and make that our tutorial manager and do 31 to 32. It's like that. Actually I should have. Oh, okay. Another custom event. This will be 32, 33. Do our for each loop. And we need to look at 32. Build a road. So this will be in ground tile. Build road does not have its own function because it's such a weird one. Build road, it goes up here. And then here, it checks for 32. But instead of this, it's a very interesting way to do that. I'm actually going to delete this here. That was removing all of the 32s. So what we want to do instead is get actor of class, our tutorial manager. We're going to run 32, 33, and then do that. This is false. We still want to do this, right? Okay, and then this, yeah, that's incomplete. Okay. Okay, cool. That should run. Now we'll do a custom event. Oh goodness. We'll do 33 to 34. Interesting. Okay. Let's look at tutorial 30. Yeah, tutorial 33 real quick. Continue button. And we jump straight to 40 because changed it around at some point and ended up not needing as many individual tutorials. 40. Cool. Oh. This is getting me quite frequently. It's kind of annoying. Alright. So now here, at actor class, do tutorial manager, do 33 to 34, even though 34 is technically 40. We're not going to talk about that right now. And then 40 is, oh, we still got to do the camp. Okay. All right, let's rename this then, just to keep track of everything. Do custom event, custom event. This will be 40 to 41. All right, so then on tutorial 40, another button it is. So we'll get actor of class. It'll be our tutorial manager for each, 40 to 41, should say. So then we'll do another custom event, 41 to 42. Bruh. Then we'll make this one 41. Do our, so, yeah, and then do a for each. Unreal, you killing me, man. Right there, that's close. Be able to easily see where I'm trying to plug that in. All right, and that's 41, so make 2. And then let's look at 41. Build a work camp. So on here, build work camp. Should this is true, we will get actor of class, our tutorial manager, run 41 to 42. All right. Next we'll do another custom event, 42 to 43. We're so close, guys. So close. This will be tutorial 42. Make a new for each. And this will be 43. Okay. 42. Assign 2 workers to the work camp, so that'll be in the assigning section, which will be here, and that's under the laborer. So here we check for 42's existence, exists, do a bunch of stuff over here. Like a weird way to do that. I'll have to go back and check to see. Yeah, I bet I'm probably gonna end up having to do something here. That's fine. I'll test it out and try that later. All right, we'll go get actor of class, and this will be our tutorial manager. Go and run 42 to 43. And now we'll do a new one. 43 to 44. Tutorial 43. The tutorial 4. Our new for each. All right. 43 to 44. Check out 43 tutorial widget and see what that looks like. .43 is a nice and easy continue button. So get actor class. Tutorial manager. Do 43 to 44. So also here. What is this one? Art camps out, okay? Yeah, guys, we're getting super close. Their custom event, 44 to 45. This will be 44 each. This will be 5. Then we'll go into 44. So this, then the work camp UI. On the production button. Oh, here. (44 to 45). So we'll get our tutorial manager. Do 44 to 45. That will go there. (44) should be good now, and then we'll do. Yep. Custom event 45 to 46, which I think might be the last transition we need to make. Go 45. Tutorial 6. This needs to be for each. There. (45) tutorial. Select a resource. So this is going to be in the work camp UI. Pretty sure I was just in. Wood button. There's wood, there's stone. They should be, yep, right here. So instead of both of these, instead, I'm gonna get actor of class. This will be a tutorial manager. We'll do 45 to 46. Copy this, paste it here because they might also choose stone. Wow, okay. I think, let's look at 46 just to be sure, but I'm pretty sure 46 is just the thank you for completing the tutorial thing. Get yourself brief, yep. And so when this happens, it just removes it from the parent, and that is fine. So that means we should be done. 45 to 46, yep. Sure, 45. 46, okay. Now we're gonna test it. Make sure we're good, which we should be. With the exception of maybe like a couple of instances where I should have like automatically spawned some sort of UI. I know that I did it a couple of times with maybe the truck UI or something. without a sweet tea, guys. Making me feeling kind of sad, you know? I don't know if any of you guys are from the South, but sweet tea is a delicacy around here. We love ourselves some diabetes. Shade from the mic. Alright, here we are. We should get the first tutorial. Here we go. Nice. So we probably do need to put a delay in some of these. Build administrative food. Workers assigned. Well, yeah, so like here, we need the form widget to pop up by itself, but that's okay. We'll do it manually. And we'll do beans. Build our warehouse. Buy the truck. Okay. Road. Oh. No. It didn't change one of these. Let's see. See? Probably 40 to 40. That's a 33. So we need to make this 40. Make this 41. Just gonna check the rest of these. 41, 42, 42 to 43, 43 to 44, 44 to 45, and 45 to 46. All right. I feel good enough that that's probably working. Obviously, it's not totally perfect. Oh, wait. I'll say that. This damn. All right. New for each. All right. So I feel good enough that after that test, the only thing that um, didn't really fire properly was that one that we got stuck on the loop on. So obviously there's some other things that need to get touched up too. Like I gotta like probably add some delays on a couple of them, like I had, so that the widgets will be up already by the time like the arrows and stuff start popping around. And that the tutorial widget ends up on the outside of the other UI so that you can read everything properly. But yeah, not too bad. Got that done. I'll probably knock the rest out off stream another time. I did. If you guys tuned in last week, we left off on an issue that we were having with the routes where the items weren't being remembered between saves, but that is now fixed, and so that's working. Hopefully you like the new live stream that I'm doing. I'm trying to switch it up a little bit. The devlog started to feel a little stale, and I don't know. It's a lot of this stuff is like super technical and small now, so there's not a whole lot to show off. So this is just a way to be able to potentially interact with you guys, and just switch things up on the channel. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. If you did enjoy this one, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to wishlist Real Communism on Steam, which you should be able to find a link somewhere throughout here. If not, you can always just search for Real Communism on Steam. Yeah, that's it. Subscribe here. You can follow me on X/Twitter at Hayden Marlowe _ or on TikTok at Marlowe Development. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks.